full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Let's go!
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The curses, the plagues, is it all a dream? The curfew, the troops, the world's on quarantine. The social, the 6 degrees of separation. The troubles of Jacob, the need for preparation. My vision is focused, I won't speed a rush. And if there's hate in your blood, then you need a flush. Yes, the priest is back, the Most High be praised. I'm making them sick, this song is 5G waves. As real as they come, won't find no fugazi. A man amongst men, so Gail and Oprah hate me. And Jesus had warrants. Paul wrote letters to Corinth. And Esau is red, and Donald Trump is orange. The faces, the gestures, that cat is so comedic. Corona, the virus that plagues us in on Egypt. We were slaves, led away to other gods. I ain't preaching shy, I'm killing them with current laws.
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The riches, the fame, is it all for Skrilla? The mask and the gloves so COVID doesn't kill you. The panic, the fear, the news is so fallacious. The Isley, the brothers, they say it's so contagious. The doctors, the nurses, the need for ventilators. The 1,200 cash they gave the stimulators. The signs and the warnings, don't forget the scriptures. Prevention and cure funded by special interests. Still in the streets, surely. Some say that he's worldly. Flow is sick like why Tekashi got released early. The judges, the lawyers, they say there's no defense. Season 8 Game of Thrones, cause it don't make no sense. And that's the rundown, TV is saturated. The fear is
Shalom, 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 everyone. Shalom. How y'all doing? Your brother Priest Daniela is somewhere in the background. I just want to hop on here and hop off real quick. Okay. I want to share something with you guys and then I'm out of here. So welcome. I hope you guys find this entertaining. maybe not. All right, but I'm just gonna jump right into it, okay? I'm going to jump right into it. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to share my screen. Hope you guys enjoy the music. I think it was a little bit muffled there. I hope you all enjoy the music. All right, so let's get to it.
There's hope that a vaccine will end this pandemic, but medical professionals are expressing concerns that clinical trials have failed to recruit enough minorities. Reveal investigator Rebecca Lindstrom talks with one woman about why she is getting involved.
Ashley Neely has never had COVID, but she may carry the antibodies anyway. That's because she just finished getting her second.
Now, before we go on, right, before we continue with this video, I want y'all to take a look at this woman right here, this black woman that they're showing us, right? You see what she looked like? She looked like just another Shanae from the hood, right? She looked like Shaquita around the block somewhere, right? Just take a look at her. I just want y'all to just take a good look at this sister right here. Let's play it again.
May carry the antibodies anyway. That's because she just finished getting her.
Right, so she looked like the bag lady, right? She looking like a little bag lady from around the way, right? Okay, let's just listen to what these people have to say.
Second vaccine shot for the virus.
I do feel like I'm a part of history, and I'm hoping that this will help.
Neely knows medicine isn't one size fits all. You need to test treatments on different age and race groups. But a lot of Black people don't trust the medical system.
We've had a long history of us being abused and used and stuff involuntary and being lied to. Some of my friends were supportive. They definitely was like, you're being really brave, you're doing a great thing. And then, of course, some of my friends that are a little more blunt, called me crazy.
But knowing she's one of 30,000 people in the phase 3 vaccine trial gives her a bit of comfort. And Dr. Carlos Del Rio, a distinguished professor of medicine at Emory University School of Medicine, hopes there are more people like her enthusiastic to get involved.
You want to be sure that the most affected populations are represented.
In Georgia, Black people represent at least a quarter of our COVID cases, but so far in the Moderna study, they only make up 10% of its participants. And Pfizer, which is developing the vaccine Neely is testing, has only 7% Black representation.
If and when we have a vaccine ready, if you didn't have enrollment of minorities, then people are going to say, well, why should I put the vaccine in myself? And the reality is we need minorities to be the first in line for the vaccine.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Y'all heard that, right? Y'all want me to run it back again? I'm sure y'all heard it. They want minorities to be the first in line, right? So I don't have to go back with that, right? Y'all heard it plain and clear, right? They want minority to be the first in line. Let's finish.
It's
only a 2-minute video.
Its trial on hold after a participant had a serious adverse reaction. Doesn't relieve any fears.
That's how clinical research works. That is what clinical trials do. You are continuously seeing if there's any issues.
And the delay will allow the company to determine if the adverse reaction is even related to the vaccine. As for Neely, she says after her first shot, her arm was a bit sore.
Take a look at Shaquita. Do y'all see Shaquita? Do y'all see who they have parading in front of us? Just like LaQuanda around the way. Look at her, because I'm getting somewhere with this video.
I was very fatigued the next morning when I woke up, and I had some body aches and sweating, but they only lasted about 24 hours.
She says the worst part has been the actual COVID test, but hopefully today was her last one ever.
But I figured this is the only way we can get out of this pandemic.
The studies do take time. Neely says it's taken her about 4 hours on each of her visits, and she'll have to keep coming back every few months for the next 2 years.
Y'all heard that, right? Every 2 months for the next 2 years, she will have to do that, right? Okay.
But if you do have the time and the heart to help,
if we have the time and the heart. I mean, do y'all have the time and the heart to help Master to experiment on us? Do any of you guys? Okay.
You can go to coronavirusprevention.network.org.
Let's move on from this foolishness, right? Let's move on from it. Let's move on from the foolery. Okay. Now I'm going to, let's move on to this. Okay. So her name, Shaquanda, her real name is Ashley Neely, and this is her right here, right? That's her. That's her right there. She looks nothing like the girl you just saw in that video. And let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. That's her. Can y'all see her? Can y'all see her? That's her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why am I doing this video today? Let me explain to you guys who Sister Shaquanda, aka Ashley Neely, because you see how they parade her around in front of us like she's just Shanae from down the block in her little, with her little looking like the bag lady, right? You see how they did that? You see how they did that, right? Because they want us to get comfortable. They want us to get comfortable with this and accept it. They want us to relate to Shaquanda down the block, right? But let's take a look at who Ashley Neely is. Let me read it for you guys. Let me read it for you guys, right? Who is Ashley Neely? Ashley Neely, this is her bio. This is her bio, right? I am a recovering IT professional. I now work as an assistant director over support program for the federal government. Okay? Let me read that again. I'm a recovering IT professional, and now I work as assistant director over support program for the federal government. So Sister Shaquanda, you see how they dressed her up? and gave her a bag like she just some hood rat from around the way, right? But this woman works for the federal government, and she is getting paid to do this. So what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen, right, is no different than what they did to us. Let me share my screen. Y'all remember her? Y'all remember her? Do y'all remember her? This is, again, because I did a video on this channel about Sister Eunice Rivers. Y'all remember her, right? This is the woman who they use against the black men in the Tuskegee experiment. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. So here we have another Eunice Rivers. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, right? Once again, as always, we have a black woman that is being used to destroy her people. Okay? There has been plenty of Eunice Rivers, plenty of her. You see this sweet little old lady right here, right? Look like anybody's grandmother, right? Yeah, this is the woman who was used. Let me show y'all. This is Sister Eunice Rivers right here. This is her. This is her standing between her two masters. Yes, right? That's her. That's her right there. Right? The sweet little old nurse that was used to gather hundreds and hundreds of brothers and give them the syphilis virus, right? And here we are again. Here we are again with another Eunice Rivers, right? They dressed her up, made her look like a little Shaquanda from around the block, right? That's what they made her look like, because they think somehow these people think that black women are going to relate to her if they dress her up like some little hood rat from around the way and pondering to us, right? You see what I'm saying? We're gonna so now when you watch this video and you think to yourself, well, oh shoot, Shaquanda is taking the vaccine. Yeah, I'm gonna take my kids. I'm gonna take all my little black children down to the clinic and get them vaccinated, right? And then I'm gonna go get vaccinated, and then I'm going to convince my black man to go get vaccinated, right? Because the black man is stupid and he's dumb, according to them, right? And he don't know what the hell he's doing. So let's just convince the woman. The woman. Let's convince them, and then they'll take their children to the clinic to get vaccinated. You see what I'm saying? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have another Eunice Rivers here that is being paraded around in front of us to take the vaccination. And sure enough, she is an agent for the federal government. Okay, I guess they didn't think some of us was going to do the research and look into Sister Shaquanda. They didn't realize that, huh? They didn't realize that. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to bring this out to y'all. I'm not going to stay on here long, but I just wanted to, I don't know how many of you saw the video here that I just showed. Okay, I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but this is how they get you. They take somebody and they parade around these people in front of us, and they think that somehow we're going to relate to these people, right? Because they look like one of us. Let me tell y'all something. You know how they say all kinfolk is not kinfolks? That's right. That's a fact. A lot of these people, they talk about we need to vote for these people in these offices, right? All of these black people that you see being voted in office, none of them represent us or our need. Not one of them. Not one of them. All these people that you see, they're telling us to go vote in your small elections. You need to go vote these people in office, your state representative. All of these people are a bunch of puppets, every single one of them. And they're being used to harm us. They're being used to harm their people. You understand? So anyway, I just wanted to come on here, guys, and show y'all this. Don't fall for the okie doke, okay? Hopefully this video will, you know, make it somewhere where our people can see this and understand that the people that are being paraded in front of us, it's not who you think they are. It's not who you think they are. This woman worked for the federal government. She's being paid for this commercial. That's a commercial. She's being paid for that. She's being paid to convince you that you need to go and take the vaccination. Anyway. Yeah, so I, you know, just wanted to bring that, you know, to you guys. Man, this is, I was so pissed off when I saw that. I really was. They didn't think that somebody was going to look into who this woman is. All of these black faces that y'all see, all these black faces that you guys see being paraded in front of you, don't trust them. Do not trust them. They're getting paid. They're getting paid to mislead us. Oh yeah, Adolphus. I don't believe she even took that shot. You're right. I don't believe she even took the shot at all. She's clearly getting paid, and she's an agent for the federal government. So that's just where that is. All right. So I just wanted to come on here real quickly, and you know, just warn. That's the least we can do is just warn y'all. You know, just warn you guys. You know, people in the truth are not the only people that watch these videos. There are people out there, other people out there that watch these videos. And so a lot of the times I do these videos not just for people, you know, our Israelite community, but just for everybody else who watch our channel and learn something. You know, I wanted to touch on something else before I go. I kind of wanted to make that a different video, but it's just going to be a few minutes. So there's something I wanted to touch on, and this has to do with health. Okay. So hey, Sister Kelly, how you doing, girl? All right. So this is something I just want to touch on, and this has to do mostly, well, you know what, for everybody who's watching. All right. So I have a gentleman who told me that he has a swollen prostate, right? And he said he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him that his prostate is swollen, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad. So the doctor wants him to go home and come back in another year when it gets worse, right? So this is what I want to say to you guys before I go, because I'm not going to stay on here long. If you are a man or a woman, a boy or a girl, doesn't matter who you are, if you go to your doctor and the doctor give you a diagnosis, whatever that diagnosis is, and say to you, you have an issue, but it's not that big. Don't worry about it. Just go home, come back in another year or two. That's the worst thing that you can do. That is the worst thing that you can do. Now, my job is to warn you guys. That's what I'm here for. That's what the brothers who are out there in the street corner teaching, that's what they're doing. They're warning the people, and I'm here to warn you guys about something, okay? I am warning you. You want to take heed? You do? You don't? That's on you. But I'm warning you about something today, right? If you go to the doctor and the doctor says to you, go home, come back in another year or two, and we'll check into it again and see what happened then, right? That's an extra year or two of sickness that is going to add on to your sickness, right? So if you are a brother and you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, right? Or I'm sorry, prostate enlargement, right? And your doctor says, well, it's not that bad. Come back in another year. The only thing that is going to happen to you in another 12 months is that your prostate is now going to get bigger, larger, and you're going to possibly have cancer in the prostate because it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get any better. And what the doctor is telling you to do is to go home, So your illness can progress even worse. So that way the insurance company can now have a reason to make legitimate money off of you. Your doctor have a legitimate reason to make money off of you, and the surgeon in the hospital and whatever other medical facility that they're going to send you to make money off of you. See, they don't want to see you when your problem is small. You understand? Because they can't make any money off of it. They want you to come back when it's time for surgery, because surgery is big business. Okay, I'm trying to explain this to you guys. If you are a woman and the doctor says to you, you have a little bit of uterine fibroids growing in the uterus, right? They say, oh, don't worry about it. It's normal. You know, there are millions of women across America with fibroids in the uterus, whatever. You know, they're not a cause for concern. Just come back in another 2 years or so, and we'll see what happened then. I was told that. I was told that years ago, right? What your doctor is telling you is that your condition is too small for their concern. They're not concerned about it because it's too small. The insurance company is not going to do anything, but they can't make any money off of your problem right now because it's too small. They want you to come back when it gets bigger. So now they can perform a surgery or remove an organ, perform a hysterectomy, remove your prostate, maybe put you on chemo for your cancer because your condition has gotten worse and worse, and now you have cancer, right? So now it's time for chemo. Now it's time for all the drugs. You see what I'm saying? So come back in another 2 years so we can make that money off you. So ladies and gentlemen, right? If you get a diagnosis and that diagnosis says to you, the doctor says to you, your diagnosis is a small problem, don't worry about it. It is time for you to worry, because what you want to do is eliminate that problem before it becomes a big problem. That's what you want to do. You want to get rid of it before it becomes a big problem. That's it. If you don't know how to get rid of it, we're here. We're here. Y'all know how to reach us. You're here, but do not sit around with a problem, whether you're suffering from prostate enlargement and the doctor tell you, oh, it's nothing. It's just a small, it's small. It's not that big. Don't worry about it. You're going to start going to the bathroom even more, okay? More frequent trip to the bathroom. That's what's going to happen to you because the prostate is enlarged, which means it's inflamed, right? Same goes for the woman with your fibroids. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Your condition is never going to get better. It's going to, as the month go by, the months go by, the years go by, your condition is going to get worse, especially if you haven't even changed your lifestyle, your dietary lifestyle. You haven't done anything to change your lifestyle. So your condition is only going to worsen. You understand? So don't listen to your doctor is what I'm trying to tell you. That's it in a nutshell. Do not listen to your doctor if they ever tell you not to worry, go home, come back in a year. You laugh at that doctor and you never go back to him, because that's not a doctor you can trust. I'm telling you right now. Okay. All right. I mean, I think that's it. I think that's it. I really didn't come on here to stay too long. I just wanted to show you our little sister Shaquanda there, that they're parading around in front of us, meanwhile, she's a professional working for the federal government. Can y'all imagine? Can y'all believe that? It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, Shalom, my brother Hostel. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. All right. I did not plan on staying on here for too long. If y'all don't have any question for me, I'm out of here. Okay. Shalom, shalom, everyone. And I will see you guys later. All right. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit that like button.